That's right, it is the second annual star-studded, twice-in-a-lifetime, over-the-top, all-you-can-eat cavalcade of comedy, Mastication Station 24-month anniversary three-quarter hour. As usual, I'm your announcer, Brock Rottweiler, and you've really stepped in something with this 24-month anniversary special. Showing up tonight, but he's not sure where he is, Tony J Lemmon. And profiting the most from Tony's untimely demise, the studio Ed Lee Daly. And back for more fun and in order by blood type, in a hymn book near you, Ernie Weaver. Culinary expert to the stars, Jean Hovis. She's medically billing you, Juju Ritumalta. He has music, and he knows how to use it, Kevin Kohrman. He's got a dirt in the jar, Gary Schafer. He's a bros for his bros, Ben Fischer. Being Canadian is a full-time job for Ryan Cochran. Brazil be a calling, Anthony Payton. She's got the keys to the whole place, Kelly Ketron. I think he knows the recipe, Louie Henry. And our sponsor tonight is Sam Elliott Injections. If you're found to be lacking to your maidenly counterparts, Sam Elliott Injections can do the trick. And our musical guests joining us again tonight, Basket of Deplorables. Wrong pipe. Lil Liebchen. Average Norse Band. And of course, Omnivore Madness. And now, Love on the Rocks ain't no big surprise. Just pour me a drink and I'll tell you some lies. Tony
I'm ready.
J.
Are you ready?
Lemmon.
I'm ready. Okay. Oh, I guess he's recording. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Mastication Station's 24-month anniversary show.
2 years.
2 years. 2 year.
By
well,
like that.
When they talk about their kid being, oh, he's only 38 months, you know. We're not up to the years. We're still in months.
Well, 38 months would be how many years?
I have no idea.
More than 2?
36 would be 3, wouldn't it?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, so 38 would be 3
Wow.
in 2 months. But that's like a year and 2 months from now. So
It's like I've been forced to be with you.
24-month anniversary show. Can you believe you've been here this long? Unless you're just joining us. So, and with us is our, of course, Studio Ed.
Hey, thank you very much.
Daly. Yes.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here with Tony and enjoying 2 years together. Forced labor for the most part, but we've been all over the globe and just really enjoyed ourselves. And now we're here at our 2-year,
our palatial
28-month anniversary.
Palatial studios here in sunny Fort Wayne, Indiana. At
Yeah,
night.
we've made it back.
Yep. We had to take a respite from our itinerary, and so we've come home, or what we feel is home, for our anniversary show, just to kind of get our bearings straight, change the sheets in the bed and whatnot. So we've been having a great time on the road, and what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the past year, our guests that have been here. We've been having some fabulous guests. We've had someone who was involved in Revolution over in the Philippines.
Right.
As well as dance instructors and birthing coaches.
We had dance instructors.
That was last year.
I don't remember. We had dance instructors.
Well, you're a dance instructor.
I was a dance instructor.
Yeah. A ballroom dance instructor.
As far as I know. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Who else did we have? We had, who else?
We had the phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist.
Or was that 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. We had the guy with 5 sons.
Yes.
Louie.
5 sons.
Louie.
And who does not know the recipe to the Coney dogs, or he says he doesn't.
Well, he worked there, but he says he didn't. He made Coney dogs for vegans.
Right.
That doesn't even sound like it belongs in the same sentence.
No, it does not.
You can't. Coney.
Dog and vegan don't.
No, no. Who else? We had
Ernie, who's a songwriter, an author.
We had the bank manager. With the security issues.
Yes, and so we have had lots of fun times here at Mastication Station. So here is a view of all of our guests over the past year. Enjoy.
was in my early 20s. I started writing songs, writing gospel songs, and wrote songs for years. And then I learned something, because you see, songwriters, gospel songwriters, the ultimate epitome of having made it is to get into the hymn book. And like any other gospel songwriter, I wanted to make it into the hymn book, and I thought you had to be like dead to get into hymn books.
The nation of Canada.
It is a nation.
It is a nation. It's not a province or a village.
It's not an island.
Right. How many years did you live in Canada?
We were there for 9 years. We moved there after I finished seminary, and we moved. My wife and I got married, and then we moved to Vancouver, Canada.
Okay.
And we went there so that my wife could attend graduate school. And while I was there, I was called to a church. And so our 2 or 3 year adventure, we were going to do that. So while she was attending graduate school, just thought it would be fun for a couple of years. Turned into 9 years. It became home. We had 3 Canadian kids while we were there, 3 girls, and yeah, really loved our time there. But we're glad to be back.
So you've been to many states. So what was one of the? I see a thing here. I don't know if that's a sample of something that came out of.
It's my jar of dirt.
Okay, a jar of dirt here. So why don't you explain that to everybody that's here?
Summer of 2015, we had the opportunity to take a trip, myself, my wife, my daughter, and my in-laws, and we traveled the West, made a big giant circle, and had a great time. And this is, what a cheap souvenir, huh? $3 jar from Big Lots, and free dirt around the country.
Oh, it's dirt.
It's dirt.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Layers of different colors, dirt from around the country. And
so these are, how many states does
15,
this represent?
Starting with Kentucky, going down to all the way down to Illinois.
I see. What's the thing that really attracted you to going to Brazil? What was what brought you there? You went there a long time ago, right?
I went there 17 years ago, not wanting to go there. A friend of mine in Indianapolis wanted me to go, felt that there was something that I could contribute to a trip there. And so he offered to pay my way, which changed my mind. and I went, and I think that the initial thing that captured my attention was the people. It was like going to a family reunion. The people were no strangers. Very warm and an inviting culture.
I have a college degree in music performance with an emphasis in the tuba. And when you get a degree like that, you think you'll finish college and the job offers will just come rolling in, and somehow they don't.
No.
Not at all, actually.
Tuba.
So I found myself in a position where I needed a job, any job. I had done a little bit of work with teenagers in churches and that sort of thing, and I had done, yeah, that was about it. And so some substitute teaching too. And I saw an ad in a paper for a not-for-profit. I was living in Florida at the time. That was called the Center for the Visually Impaired. They had a summer teen transition program. They needed a teacher's aide. And I said, well, I don't know anything about visual impairment other than the fact that I wear glasses. And but I've worked with teenagers, and I said, what the heck, I need a job, or at least something until I can start subbing again, because this was in the summer. I was hired for 6 weeks and did something right, and they said, go back to school and get these certifications, and we will hire you full-time. And 5 years later, I was managing the department, and 7 years later, I was working for the VA, doing as a blind rehabilitation outpatient specialist.
Has anybody ever gotten hurt at your little gigs?
Yeah, actually, there was a school dance. It was down in Indianapolis area. And, it was probably 500-600 kids. It was going really well, a lot of energy, everybody's jumping, and look down, and, yeah, exactly, boots and cats and boots and cats.
Boots and cats and boots
and
and cats.
Look up, everybody's having a great time. I look down, get another song ready to go. Look back up, nobody's dancing. Giant circle. And I said, oh, no. This can't be good.
It's got to be a fight.
And, well, that's what I thought at first. But nobody was chanting and screaming. So
go, kill him.
Kill.
So, come to find out, this girl broke her leg. Her leg was, or her knee, no, I'm sorry, she didn't break her leg. Her kneecap was on the side of her leg now.
That's not good.
And so they brought an ambulance in and carried her out. I guess
They brought an ambulance into the gymnasium?
Yep. Backed it right in, the 2 doors.
Indianapolis schools got big bucks.
Big doors.
And,
big doors.
and yeah, so that was interesting. But the party went on, and
Cleaned up the blood.
And
you work at a bank.
I I do.
So what bank is that?
Three Rivers Credit Union.
And what do you do there?
I am an assistant manager.
You're an assistant manager. Mm-hmm. Wow. So
I know, I'm so young.
Does
You
that
don't
mean
realize
you
it.
have to have the keys and everything?
Oh, I have everything.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody knows that.
Are you packing heat?
Oh, yeah. No.
They have to have a security guard there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We have a heck of a ton of cameras.
Yeah.
You just can't see them.
A heck of a ton.
Heck of a ton. I was trying to be really, really polite because I have to watch my mouth.
A chef at the Salvation Army. And you're the head chef, or are you one of the plebes?
Head chef,
Okay.
kitchen supervisor.
So what are some of the things that you have to do in there?
Supervise the kitchen.
And
Make sure it doesn't do anything.
The kitchen
Make sure it doesn't blow up. No fires, I hope.
Now, you know the recipe, don't you?
I do not. He just
You
said
don't
it.
know the recipe.
To Coney Island Coney
Yeah.
sauce?
Oh, no.
My cousin is now co-owner of Coney Island. Still won't tell me.
Yeah.
I thought I hacked some off the internet, and I tried to do some, and I went to him. I said, "I think I got it." First ingredient, he told me I was wrong.
Oh.
I said, "So it starts with," and he said, "Nope, you're wrong."
He's lying.
I actually do. I like those. I remember. Are those
What's
ones
the
like I grew
advantage
up
of having
with?
one of those?
Yeah, they came
The
out.
ones that you like fold back over.
Yeah.
I freaking love those.
What's
I
the
don't know
what's the
why.
advantage of that?
I just.
That's what I thought.
Maybe you can't get on the Ziploc one. Sometimes you can't quite get the opening to get the unzippiness. And
I
those
don't
you
like
flip
the zip
open.
ones because I don't like the security of thinking my sandwich is actually sealed. I don't like that.
No.
So
I
you
like to
the
have the
fold-ups.
insecurity of not thinking it's going to stay in there.
Why
I think it
even
just
have a
reminds me of my
bag then?
childhood. I don't know why. Maybe that's why I like it.
We didn't have food
There's
as
some
a
people
child,
that can't take, like if I do this,
Oh, that makes sense.
so maybe
That
that's
can be a
it.
pain in the butt though to try to get the try to get it
Exactly.
back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have
Yeah.
carpal tunnel, you're screwed.
Yeah, I guess so.
I
Yeah.
see that.
So there.
Maybe it's carpal tunnel?
Yeah, carpal tunnel.
There was actually a song. I love to sit and drink my beer and slop it on my tie. That was a great song. Everybody sang it.
That's nice.
So everybody knew these tunes. So
Made a couple laps. The other Humvee was on the other side. Thought I would be awesome, and tried to fishtail 4-wheel drive and locked it up, rolled it over. I don't have a single picture of it.
Really?
Like other people took a picture, like they caught a big fish.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a upside down military vehicle.
What did you do before this?
I've always cooked.
Oh, you always cooked?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In high school, I realized that if I didn't cook, I was going to starve at home. It was like we had a standing joke in our house. Mom was a religious cook. It was either a blood offering or a burnt sacrifice.
So now, there was a story about you working at an election in the Philippines.
Yes, it's not
And how did that go?
We had to volunteer to watch the ballot boxes because it's going to be stolen and be replaced.
Oh, big money.
Yeah. Well, I had to guard one of the ballot boxes, and our candidate won. I'm not going to say, but and then after that, because their candidate didn't won, here comes the goons with the guns, and I don't know, Armalites and having their guns shot in the air. So
Wow.
yeah, like in the middle of the school. So everybody was running around. So I took the ballot box and I hid in the closet because we won. You know, I don't want them to get, but they found me and they got me. And then
So the
they
guys with guns,
Goons. Me.
the goons,
the goons
The Goonies.
got me.
they came in.
They got me
They
with
got
the ballot
you.
box, and I don't want to give them the ballot box.
No.
Nope. Kill me or what? But anyhow, then we had that People Power Revolution, and Ninoy Aquino, Corazon Aquino won. I said it. I said Corazon Aquino won. If you want to Google it, the People
That's
Power
why he knows
Revolution
things.
in the Philippines.
Went to the dentist about a year ago and was getting my X-ray, and he said, "Have you ever broke your nose?" And I said, "Not clinically, but I have an idea." And I was trying to impress a girl in the 7th grade.
Okay.
At a carnival, missed the strong man,
because someone said, no, ring the bell, you got to hit it right on the end. Missed it, hit the ground, mallet came back up, cracked me across the face. But I was like, it didn't, my nose never bled, so I assumed it wasn't, but I did bruise through
Quite a bit
both.
of it, yeah.
And then, insult to injury, they put me in the dunk tank for 3 hours at the end of the day when it started getting cold out. So.
So did it impress the girl?
Did it? Yes.
That's good.
Why not marry her?
I'd say that's a success then.
It's a good fit for me because I like to do the whole ministry, church aspect, and cooking's always been a passion, and here I get to do both at the same time as I'm telling them about Jesus and holding a knife up to him. And
Well, that's always happened.
Do you like kayaks?
No, not really. We don't get along.
Why is that?
Well, every time I get into a kayak, something bad happens. So
With your tuba or without
twice.
the tuba?
Twice, and both times on more open bodies of water. I've never really tried like whitewater rafting, but I'm or whitewater kayaking. But I'm guessing it would also go poorly based on the other two times.
How many people work for you or under you? How many people are you in charge of?
Well, the whole Salvation Army has a work therapy program, and the guys come in. It's free of charge, but in exchange for the room and board, so to speak, they do a 8-hour work therapy, and that's where they are assigned different functions in the building. And so the guys underneath me in the kitchen, we teach them basic kitchen skills. Sometimes they come in and they know what they're doing. Sometimes they come in and they're clueless. And
What do you miss about Canada?
Well, the city we lived on was in Vancouver, on the west coast. It's right on the water. North Shore Mountains in my office at the church. View of the mountains.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty similar to what I have here.
Sure.
So we miss Vancouver. We miss our neighborhood there. It's a very interesting neighborhood. There was a lot of Filipinos, Juju, a lot of Filipinos there, a lot of East Indians, a lot of Chinese. So we were a minority in our neighborhood, which was a unique experience for me, moving from the U.S. and going there.
Hey, Tony,
so
can
that
you
was
remind Ryan not to mention our guests, our audience people, because now we have to pay her.
I chew my nails and I suck on my thumb. Really nervous, this is really no fun. I want some ice, this isn't nice. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
One that not get in trouble now.
So you have some awesome shoes.
Yeah,
That's your own shoe line, right? You designed it yourself?
Designed it, and we hand make them in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's a part of our whole economic development. Our goal is to take a group of young men from the inner city there. They will come up with a concept for a dress shoe, dress shoe, no tennis shoes. And then they will bring them back, and then the community will vote on who won. That winner shoe will go into production. 25% of his shoe, profit from that shoe, goes toward his college education.
Oh, okay.
25% goes toward a local charity, so he has some connection with the community, and the rest goes toward furthering the program.
But what does A mean?
It's kind of like prompting a response. So I'd say, these mittens are really red, eh?
Okay.
Or that's a really nice beard you have there, eh? And really nice tie there.
So thank you.
Yeah, right? Went fast.
What's it take to become from assistant manager to become a manager?
Yeah.
Well, I was a manager. Went down to assistant manager.
Okay.
I totally chose that. Just managers are more business. They go out to get businesses and all of their accounts and stuff. And I'd rather do more of the operation in the branch. So I run all the operations. I coach all the tellers, which are called service reps. At our
Service reps.
Not cast members?
Not cast members.
Not
So
targets.
I just like interacting a little bit more because I feel like that's still a teacher in me. I still like to coach /
good
teach
idea.
them. So, yeah.
What year did Come As You Are start?
Well, let's see, I've been there 22 years. The church is 31 years old.
Wow.
So you do the math.
I don't want to.
22, 7, 31 years old. So.
Do you have other suits like that?
Like this?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
You know, I do, and I would. I grew up in Mississippi, but lived in the summertime in New York.
Okay.
My mom, I'm an only child, so my mom spent her money on me during the summers to make me feel good about living in Mississippi. So as my wife said, I was spoiled. So
my mom gets mad because there's a picture of me juggling grenades.
Nothing wrong with that.
I already flipped the home.
They were rubber grenades.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, Mom. Be cool.
Accidentally hear a pin drop.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they're taped.
And that was fun to watch. Especially the part about the hand grenades that we just heard about, who's juggling them. I don't know if you've ever done that.
Not live hand grenades. I've done chainsaws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you got to get them all have to be the same size.
Okay.
Because if you get like one big one, like a logging one, and you get one small one for hedge trimming, there's accidents.
That's not good.
You go home like this.
Well, and wouldn't you want the revolutions to be about the same so they don't go faster when you're spinning them, right?
We're not in the Philippines.
No, we're not in the Philippines. Lee is going to tell us about where we've been this year geographically.
Right. Well, we started in Fort Wayne, and then we traveled south, somewhere near the Louisiana, Baton Rouge area. There was a hurricane going on there, so our show was canceled. Then we moved west, and we moved to the Texas area.
Tejas.
Yes. And then from there we went to Arizona, Santa Fe, Phoenix area. Then we came up the West Coast. We did some things in Los Angeles, San Francisco. Then we went to Seattle, where you were afraid of heights, so we couldn't get you out of the tower.
The needle was not good for me.
It was very bad.
I don't like needles.
Hysterical. They loved it. They thought it was funny.
Now, when was the Benihana,
The Benihana seems to be wherever we're at. Okay. It doesn't matter where we're at, you always find a Benihana.
So it's a chain?
There seems to be more than one.
Because I really don't have any memory of this happening anyway.
Because you order those coconuts with papayas and pineapples.
Is that
and
with the
pineapples
bubbles flying out and everything?
Yeah, the hula girls.
Yeah.
You order those all the time. And for someone who's, citrus intolerant, it's not good.
Oddly enough, I think that someone witnessed me. Every time I just pour it in the bushes.
Well, you end up in the bushes. So I don't know what you're pouring in the bushes, because we have to get you, the crew and I have to get you out of the bushes and get back to Motel 1 for our extravagant
Motel
hotel.
1?
Yeah, the corporate won't.
There's one room in the whole place.
Yeah, it's more of a common room, like the Middle Ages.
Okay, so it's like the lobby, basically.
Some people would call it the lobby, but we'll call it a common room. Corporate won't pay our expense tabs.
This year has not been without its controversies, because there was a controversy that we had to deal with way back when we had a sponsor, and the sponsor was Gluten.
Gluten.
Gluten was a sponsor at one point, and we thought it was a really good idea. I thought it was a good idea.
It was a great idea.
Okay. I'm just checking.
No, it wasn't. Really technical.
And so that scenario kind of, well, here's a little view of the timeline of how everything progressed from very beginning till now.
Fell apart.
And when this is over, we're going to see if there's any updates. Here's the gluten timeline.
All right, Tony, what are you eating?
Hey, it's a cookie with gluten, because gluten is delicious. And, well, so the nation of Canada has sent us some wonderful gluten-filled cookies. So our sponsor tonight, and for the gluten sticks.
And the gluten sticks.
And the gluten pudding.
Fried gluten flakes.
Yep.
And the gluten balls dipped in gluten.
Yeah.
Because Canada is so generous with America, each and every one of you, underneath your seats, you have a bag of double gluten cookies.
Yes.
Wonderful. They're a little dry, so you want to take most of your bodily fluids when you eat them.
I'm enjoying my gluten ball, and it is delicious because it's high in fructose, sucrose, and other roses. Maybe even cirrhosis.
Sclerosis.
So, hang on, I got to address something. Lee, I noticed, Lee, you were on the phone over the break.
I was.
And, excuse me. And it's company time. Okay?
I know.
So I would really appreciate it if you
But see, what you don't understand is the whole first segment where we were talking about our sponsor, gluten. I was on the phone with the National Gluten Board, a bunch of Canadians, and they were not really thrilled that we were punning or punching jokes at their product. And I informed them that we love their product, we just don't understand it. I did hear some murmurings in the crowd about the gluten.
Yes.
And so we might want to not bring anything dealing with gluten up, because the Canadian Gluten Board is still giving us calls.
Well, and we didn't have time to put things under chairs anyway.
No,
so, that stuff went a long way, because they had to have their body fluids with them.
With them at all times.
Some of them forgot, you know how it is. So.
Some of them are still leaking.
Yes.
In the studio.
That was a Flagstaff, so I want to.
Now, I was a little confused about your sponsor. I know last time your sponsor was gluten.
Yes.
Correct.
Which I really enjoyed, by
Which
the
we
way.
still are having
phone calls from the Canadian Gluten Commission.
But so I brought you a sample of a gluten-free sample.
Oh.
Yeah, gluten-free.
Oh, it's a gluten-free
sample. I'll put it right here. Cookies! You hear about gluten a lot.
Gluten.
Not many people have seen gluten-free.
Yeah. Well, here it is.
There it
and
is.
It is just
Don't spill it.
You're going to make a mess of it.
It is just delicious as last time.
I know.
Yeah.
The nation of Canada.
It is a nation.
It is a nation. It's not a province or a village.
It's not an island.
Right.
And they love, I hear, gluten.
They love gluten.
They love their gluten.
They love gluten.
It's good. It's good that...
Because we got a lot of it, so...
Yeah, I don't think you should mention that too much anymore, because the lawsuit is still pending,
Yes.
Tony. How did you pick them as our sponsor anyways? We have so many sponsors that want to do the show.
I did pick them. I didn't.
I did not have any say in this time.
It was gluten, and from then on it went
right downhill.
I like
gluten was a sponsor.
I'm sorry.
And that Canada thing's over, though, right? That's done.
No, it's not. I just got a call from legal. Yeah, so it's still ongoing.
So that was how that went. So are there any updates on that?
Well, I spent some time with legal and corporate, and apparently the gluten issue has been covered. The Canadians have been appeased. We have to do a show in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Free. And we have to interview
no
several...
Ruples, no loonies, no toonies, no...
No, none of those things that Ryan brought.
Okay,
So we won't be getting any of those. In fact, we're actually paying...
We're donating them.
We're renting a studio, and we're giving some interviews to some local Canadians who are within the gluten industry to speak their part of why gluten is such an essential element. It should be on the periodical table. So that's where we're at.
So we have to pay to interview them in Canada about gluten.
About gluten. Promoting gluten.
Okay. Well, you know, that could have been worse. I mean, they could have forced us to watch hockey or something.
So they could have made us put the gluten in those sealable bags that you don't like.
Yeah, the squeezy cheese
things.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was one of our sponsors. Hey, I got to tell you something. I just can't stand. I've been thinking about this. I just can't stand it. And that is those stupid fold-over bags. I can't stand these. Our sponsor tonight, which is really exciting to me, is the Taub chew-canceling headphone.
Tony, no. No. They fell through.
Oh.
We have the old-fashioned fold-over sandwich bag. And we have a whole bunch of them because they were delivered this morning to the studio.
Don't say anything bad about a sponsor.
I love the fold-over bags. I love them.
Think about the sandwich. Throw it in the air and see what happens.
So wonderful. You never know. I mean, you know, you don't want to seal your bag. You don't want to make sure that maybe it might come out.
It should come out.
Yeah, it should come out on occasion, just to prove to you that life is unfair. So I think it's great. Now, there was one other controversy that we've been getting emails about, and I'm still unaware of this. I get probably about 2 to 3 letters a week considering this I don't know, baby of some sort.
Fascinating.
People are seeing this baby that's on the set, and I'm just not aware of it. And Lee has said in the past that he thought he saw it. Is that accurate or?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So somebody, a fan of ours, even made this little expose, kind of a video
montage
about her. He called her. Her. That was it.
Her.
And apparently there was one night in the studio that someone on film had caught her flipping up and down, kind of like a Chucky 360-degree head thing. So this is, I can't take credit for this, but this is what the fan film was called Her. So that was at least food for thought, I
Disturbing.
Because I've never seen this thing around the studio before.
Some of the emails that we've been receiving have been screened, so you're not actually seeing the emails either. So you know what a delicate psyche you maintain. But we are getting some emails from prominent doctors, psychologically induced doctors, psychotranspondent doctors, who think that you need to come in and have some sessions.
Oh.
They seem to think because you're not aware that she's here, not that she is, but they're pretty much thinking that you need to have some sessions, and I signed you up for some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So well, that'll be in the winter months.
Is it that would happen to be Leonard W. Beiswanger?
There was a Beiswanger, but he's indisposed.
Oh, good.
He's in a sanitarium.
Oh, okay.
Not as a practicing doctor.
No,
No.
He's a patient?
He's a patient.
So is he going to be like, I was a patient, I love this place so much I bought the place?
Yes.
Oh.
He's got his own wing.
Oh, okay.
Wing nut.
Hey, we'll be right back after this.
Hello, I'm Les Masterly, founder and owner of Les Salve Incorporated. For years I was found to be lackluster to my maidenly counterparts, not fetching to my gynecomorphous cohorts, but with my
Sam Elliott injections. Why? Picking up the skirts is as easy as pie. That's right. The dames don't stand a chance when this dude is on the prowl. All Sam Elliott injections can be found in your grocer's freezer section, and they come in an array of doses and typecast actors. And, for a limited time only, Ethel Merman tablets are half off.
I took my Sam Elliott injections too. I'm his sister. I'm from the Frisco area. I can tell you my life's been supreme since.
Try it today.
Her name is Juju. Yeah, get this right. Ritumalta.
Aside from the Halloween part?
Ritumalta. What was the strangest thing?
Aside from the Halloween part?
Yeah. Juju Ritumalta.
Rimanolta.
That is wrong. Rimanolta. Yeah, she is from
let's get security
other
up
countries of the Ritumalta.
You just love saying that.
Ritumalta.
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 She needs a cat named Shat.
Shat the cat.
Shat the
Ritumalta.
cat. Ritumalta. Prepare.
And hey, we're back. What do you think? Those were wonderful commercials sponsored by Gluten. No, it wasn't Gluten, was it?
What was about the Tom Hanks, the mustache? Was
The
a
mustaches.
Cowboy.
Our sponsor tonight is Mustaches.
This is Stash Summer?
Yes.
Yeah, see, this is 3 months of growth. Unlike Tony, who can will himself a mustache overnight.
This goatee of mine is roughly about, I'd say probably 45 minutes of growth.
Yeah, baby!
I started this morning, and It's taken on a life of its
See,
own.
and most guys get that little thing called a soul patch.
Yeah, the
I don't
flavor saver.
I don't understand that. But yours is the buffet table.
Yes, this is flavor saver because I keep all my meals in it. And my wallet.
And small objects. And very tiny rats.
Yes, very tiny little minuscule rodents of various kinds. So also on our show, besides the guests, of course, were subjected to, or were allowed to, be challenged. And so here is a montage of all the challenges that our guests were able to and had the privilege of doing. Blowfish.
Partial winner.
Gas fish.
Two
words.
I don't know if you are going to win, but Lee loses.
I don't know. You're asking an old person to do this.
You're not. Who's the old person?
But at least I'm sober. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll do this. So. It's a new car.
I can't even get started. Look at there.
Look at that.
That's hard.
Loser.
What?
I don't know how you're missing one.
Here, you probably need one. Here, take.
Oh, okay.
That was so
She
close.
won.
She won, but it was very close. And I think
That
you
was
both
really
get
close.
points because the whole table shifted and they didn't
And they
go
stayed.
over. Oh! 2, 1, go. Is there a time limit on this game?
Oh my God, that could have been
3 weeks.
You're going to write your own story.
Here.
You would do a
Biography.
engine, no.
Oh, biology.
Close.
Five.
Bivalve. Bivalve blowfish. Oh my gosh. I have never heard of it.
Yeah, see, these aren't easy. You know? And I got Tony to work with, so normally it's
Bivalve
single-syllable
blowfish?
words.
Bivalve
I don't want
blowfish.
to play this game.
Bivalve blowfish.
Wasn't that a Hitman from the 40s?
No,
Bivalve
you're
blowfish?
thinking of blowfields. Louie's on the third stack. Oh, that's just,
I didn't do it.
that's just hurtful.
Hit the table too?
Wyatt Earp hair.
All right. White what?
Wyatt Earp.
Oh, white
Your
burp.
hair like yours. Oh, you were so close.
50s hair.
Up men. Men's men's hair.
Up men's hair.
Late 50s.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Buddy Rich. Buddy Holly. Holly Buddy. High men's hair. High up and back. Greased it back.
Mulletville. Mullet
starts
plankton.
Starts with a P. Like a cheerleaders have.
Pom-poms. Pom-poms.
Pom-pom plankton.
And rhymes with plano.
You ready?
You have the manual dexterity of a duck.
Dang, I'm short again.
Oh, you've already
Now
been short.
by a lot. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Well, there's why, because you have 7 on the bottom.
Oh, it's supposed to be 6?
Okay.
I miscounted.
Think of A-N together as a word.
And?
Pomp
and circumstance. Circumstance. Pompadour. Pumpin.
Letter that looks like this. Letter that looks like this.
Oh.
That's it. I put it all together.
What?
Plankton. Plankton Papano.
Plankton Papano?
Plankton Papano.
You got it right.
That's right there.
Lee got it right.
Plankton Papano.
And what is that, man?
That's a very small thing. I'm thinking it's plankton with a pompadour.
It's like an Elvis fish.
Riding on a seahorse. That was terrible.
Oh!
He's got one.
You're going to read that.
I got one. He's got one.
Yeah,
He's got to hit it on this one.
Throws, so.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You're 1 out of 6.
Oh!
You're both 1 out of 6. One out of
Daddy needs a new pair of pants.
Oh!
Winner, chicken dinner.
Those are the challenges, and that was fun because I actually won some this year.
You did win some, and you didn't cheat on all of them.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
The box one, I did not cheat at all.
And notice we still have a gift from corporate.
Yeah.
It's 2 years old.
It did stop ticking, so.
And meowing. It was meowing. It could have been screaming, I don't really know.
Hey, we'll be right back after this.
Do you have embarrassing foot fungus?
Like me over here. Over here.
What? Who are you?
I'm your foot fungus. Do you mind?
What are you doing?
I'm going as a corn chip for Halloween. What do you think I'm doing?
If you have embarrassing foot fungus, try Risterline foot pouches. Just slip them on your tootsies and the medicated ingredients will make you feel like you're walking through mouthwash. And your foot fungus, it feels like it just dropped acid.
What the flip?
And Risterline pouches are dishwasher safe, hermetically sealed, and approved by the AMA, FDA, FCC, and the FDIC. Be careful not to taunt the Risterline foot pouches. They get irritable and can be very dangerous. If they do become hostile and take hostages to the upper level of a local financial institution, please consult a physician, herbologist, or local pastor. Risterline foot pouches.
So, if you want to email us, if you need to email us, if you'd like to email us at Mastication Station, I'm going to put it right here. Masticate, where did I put it? There it is. Oh, so, hey, if you'd like to contact us, you can email us. You can email us. I'll put it right here somewhere in the plant. Right about here, I'd say. Email us.
Give us a location.
At Mastication Station at yahoo.com. Mastication Station at yahoo.com. There we go, there it is. Mastication Station at yahoo.com. It is Mastication Station. Mastication Station at yahoo.com. If you have any quips, vignettes, humorous questions, any ideas for challenges, I'm running out. Mastication Station at yahoo.com.
Go down with your side.
And let us know what you want
and go
to,
down with your
if
side.
you want us to come to your location, your neighborhood, or at least maybe the city you're in. There it is.
Expand it.
Expand it. Yep.
And condense it. And expand it.
And it's called Mastication Station at yahoo.com.
Let's take it at an angle.
Okay,
go down.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting to see
This is fantastic.
That was
I can't
pretty awesome.
wait till that
There you
comes
go.
out. And you can email us with any humorous vignettes, questions, comments, recipe swaps, or
sarcastic statements,
or
money,
or
cash,
or wedding proposals.
other famous people with mustaches.
Oh, for any comments, spoofs, squits.
You can't say it on camera. You can't say that on air.
Skits. If you have any questions, concerns, quips, or perhaps
puns,
anecdotes for gluten, or palindromes for gluten,
paladimians.
And if you'd like to go to Mastication Station, yahoo.com, you can sign up for tickets and send in your applications. We have seating for only 2,000, so we'd appreciate getting those tickets in ASAP, folks. Right
And don't
back to
forget
you.
the blood sample.
Oh, and the blood samples. And
And
we
the
will
height
need
and
a DNA sample to make sure you are truly an American of Belgian descent. Back to you, Tony.
And I am here, and goodbye. Goodbye. That'll be included. Look at all the